We start with ice in the glass, and then what?
Ounce and a half of bourbon.
Ounce and a half. The trick of being a good baby cuddler is supporting their head, holding them in tight, getting them to calm down, and giving them lots of love.
President Trump said to the MS-13 gang members, simply, we will find you, we will arrest you, and we will deport you.
And with all of these fabulous hats, you're sure to find something perfect for your outfit. Now, what type of hat am I wearing?
Thousands of people line the street for hours to bid a final farewell to a hero. The black course here at Bethpage State Park is normally open to the public, so anyone can play on the same course that the experts will be playing on. Residents in Lindenhurst are waking up and breathing a sigh of relief. We are on Surf Street where we were last night, and it was a far different situation just a few hours ago. There are several inches of water here on Surf Street, and after nearly a week of the road being flooded, it is finally dried up. Officer Klein was driving here down Melville Road when he saw Mr. Cote, who's 82 years old, shoveling his driveway by himself. He then decided to pull over and lend a helping hand.
In 2018, if you're heading out to the food store and forget one of these, it's going to cost you a nickel for every one of these.
More and more people just keep filing in every hour to pay their respects for the two young ladies that lost their lives. Take a look behind me. We are standing on the Great South Bay, and you cannot see any of the water, making this situation very dangerous, especially in these waterfront towns where you may not be able to see exactly where the water begins. By placing all of the cats upstairs, that will free up room downstairs so that even more puppies can be rescued. And Republican Jack Martins is hoping that supporters came out to elect him as the next Nassau County executive. He says he's committed to working for the people of Nassau County. We are just a few hours away from President Donald Trump speaking here at the Morelli Homeland Security Center in Bethpage. He will be joined by several elected officials and law enforcement members for a roundtable discussion to discuss the MS-13 gang. Congressman Dan Donovan, Congressman Lee Zeldin, and Congressman Peter King are joining the president on Air Force One to come here to Long Island, and they will be participating in today's event. Good evening. That's right. It's a very sad day for people here in the Hampton Bays. Tonight is the wake for Detective Brian Simonson. Simonson was killed in the line of duty last week. Now take a look behind me. You could see people are still filing in. Hundreds of people have gone into the wake so far, and we're told that the people you're looking at are mainly members of the 102nd Precinct where he was assigned. Now we also saw his supervisor, Sergeant Matthew Gorman, being wheeled into the church. Gorman was shot in the leg during the incident that claimed Simonson's life. Cardinal Timothy Dolan is also here. He says people inside are extremely upset that you can almost see the lumps in their throat.
It's a double tragedy, isn't it? It's a double tragedy this evening because of the way, but all I know is we've got some extraordinarily brave and generous and heroic people there, and to see their tears and to see the lump in their throat, it causes the same in all of us.
Just an exceptional police officer, and again, died doing what he loved doing. Unfortunately, it turned out the way it did.
Monday's wake was mainly for family, friends, and members of the 102nd Precinct where he was assigned. There will be additional viewings on Tuesday, and the funeral will be held on Wednesday. Reporting in Hampton Bays, Krista McNally, FiOS 1 News.
Opening up your pretty eyes to say hi.
Linda Friedman is retired and spends her Friday afternoons cuddling neonatal intensive care unit, or NICU, babies.
The idea that these precious babies are here, and anything that I could do to help soothe them and comfort them is really important.
Linda is a volunteer cuddler at Good Samaritan Hospital. Brittany Colasanto runs the cuddling program.
Our nurses are always busy, you know, they're taking care of so many babies, and these cuddlers are coming in to help supplement that.
When babies are in the NICU, they often have to spend weeks or months in the hospital, and their parents cannot always be there to soothe them.
Little ones really respond to a lot of nurturing, and they really, they feel it. They can't tell you what they need, but they feel the love, they feel the warmth.
I'm told the trick of being a good baby cuddler is supporting their head, holding them in tight, getting them to calm down, and giving them lots of love.
I hum to them, I sing to them, I talk to them. You try and keep it like low key, no sudden movements.
The volunteer cuddle program started with 12 volunteers this past November, and now the interest has grown exponentially.
They come into our hospital, they cuddle our babies, and it's a win-win for all.
feel like I gave back something. Yeah.
If you would like to become a baby cuddler, you can visit Good Samaritan Hospital's website under the section Get Involved. Reporting in West Islip, Krista McNally, FiOS 1 News. Kayla Cuevas and Nisa Mickens were found just hundreds of feet apart with lacerations to their bodies and head trauma. And now the police commissioner says the indication that gang violence played a role is very real. Family members say both lives were taken too soon.
How many more lives do they need to take? How much more blood do they really need to have on the street? I mean, my daughter's blood is on the street. It's still stained right there. Like, when is it going to finish?
He didn't deserve it. Neither one of them deserved this. I can't believe it happened.
They have set up a memorial that keeps growing every hour with family, friends, and community members weeping and mourning the loss of the two young ladies.
My beautiful Kayla. I would like to know who did this to her.
Yesterday, just after 5 p.m., there was a body found on Ray Court in a wooded area. It was 16-year-old Kayla Cuevas. Kayla went missing on Tuesday. She was with her friend Nisa Mickens, who was found dead just a few hundred feet away near the sidewalk on Tuesday night. Suffolk County Police Commissioner Tim Sini says crimes like this will not be tolerated, and they need the community's help to locate the person or persons who did this. There is a $5,000 reward for any information leading to an arrest.
This is an act of savagery in our community, and we need to work together to bring the perpetrators to justice.
People in the community say that people who live here are forced to live with gang violence.
Gang violence has just gotten out of control.
Take a look behind me. You could see people hugging, weeping, and holding on to each other. More and more people just keep filing in every hour to pay their respects for the two young ladies that lost their lives. Reporting in Brentwood, Krista McNally, FiOS 1 News.